in my ear. Brought an
Happy
extra.
Thursday, shoalmates. Hi. And welcome to the 204th installment of the Hot Mess Express. This evening, Miss Dee Dee is out doing stuff, so she can't be with us. But we have a lovely co-host, Jodi P. This way, Jodi P. and Miss Addie. Thank you, ladies, for joining me this evening. Hope chat is fantastic. I hope you are well.
Yes, I hope you're well also.
Here, our superstar.
They just got back. Her and Sean went out to eat supper together, and they just returned, and Addie asked if she could say hi.
Aww. Where'd you guys go to have dinner?
They went to Jimmy John's. Sorry, you're in my ear, so she can't actually hear you.
Oh.
Kind of hear you.
Oh, she can kind of hear you.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed your dinner, Addie, and thank you for stopping in. I hope all her axolotls are doing awesome. We'll have to talk about those in a little bit here.
Oh, yes.
The scoop on them. Oh, but yes, it has been such a very hectic week, a very busy day. How has your day been today?
It's a little cold and rainy. It was a good day to be inside. Got some water changes done. Found a little random Cory fry this morning. So that was exciting. A little long, thin Paleatus. The tank turned green on me a while back, so I can't see where they're laying eggs if they're not on the front glass. So I haven't scraped any eggs, but it showed its cute little face this morning.
That is so very cool. Now that's your first fry from them, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's so very exciting. One
It
down,
is.
so many more to come.
I hope so.
If they're anything like my line of Paleatus, they're going to be quite prolific for you. And they're so gosh darn cute.
Yeah.
But that's very cool that you found so many. Today was like a lot of running around for us, but it was like one of the first spring days. So it was really enjoyable. Got to leave the house in just a sweater.
That's a nice change.
Yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, just a lot of running around. Axolotls got all their foods today because I've been doing the every other day with these guys because they're so big at this point.
Yeah.
They can go every other day now and not be mean to each other. They're past that point finally.
Good. How long are they?
The biggest ones are probably 6 inches now.
Nice.
Yeah, about 6 inches. Because I keep them on warrants like I've explained to you personally. I feed them extra heavy just to make sure they never get hangry during that. I accidentally bite everything on my path period.
Yeah.
Once they're past that point, I transition them to every 2 days, every 3 days, depending on their temperature. The warmer their tank, the higher their metabolism, the cooler, the lower metabolism, the more you can space out their feeding. So they're progressing quite nicely.
So what would you consider the lower temperature where you space them out more?
At 69 to about 67, I would feed them every day. 66 to like 64, you can get away with every other day. And 63 to 60, which you really don't want them at 60. I find that they're like, that's more medication temperatures, like if you have to
Okay.
fridge them if they need rehab time. But like
Okay.
61 to 63, you can go like every 3 days feeding them.
Gotcha.
But you can always tell, like if they're looking a little ribby, a little thin, then they're losing that little back fat that they have along their one of their back. It's getting a little thin, then you just want to increase their feeding.
Okay.
So everyone's different.
Ours are about 68 right now, so they get a mix between the carnivore pellets and then the worms.
They must be getting super chonkers now. You okay? Kitty get you?
Yeah, the kitty got me.
How'd I know
Somebody's
it was
due for a
that?
nail trim.
Oh my goodness, I'm surprised. I made sure the cat was out of the room tonight, but that doesn't mean she didn't sneak back in. I'm just waiting for the random flaw.
Oh, there's a hole in my pants now. Thank you, kitty.
Oh no, kitty. Now your pair of pants.
Yeah.
Let me go through and say hello to all those who have joined us in chat. Actually, I have to refresh this. So I saw that link.
I have chat up on my tablet, and I can't type for anything on the tablet. Like the keyboard is huge, so I was trying to type back. And I also can't do it. Sorry, guys. I wanted to say hi to everybody, but my fingers suck. So there's that.
It's okay. That's why we're up here. We can actually say it. Oh, and the P's are together again on the chart. I love when the couples line up in the chat chart. It's so cute to me. But I want to say happy Thursday. Welcome into our shoalmates, Sketty Nona, Redneck Aquatics, Linda Worth, Andy Carson, Bionic Bigfoot, Big Steve's Glass Boxes, Caleb Shirley, Bougie Bish, Uncle Smiley, Jody P, CR Fish, Jenna P, Stephen P. See what I'm saying? It's so cute. Fuzzy KR, CC's Aqua Escapes, Paul McCarthy, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, The Zen Ginger, Dennis Christensen, Fish Tank Barn, Linky, Toonie Loon, and Cheryl's Boy Toy. Hi, Archie. Welcome in, guys. Happy Thursday. I haven't had to read that name off before, so. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, RJ says, oh my gosh, if I don't heat the house to 75 because of the fish, I'll wear a sweater as well. We tried to.
I think I might die at 75.
We try to keep, because we try to keep the axolotl. Bleh. We have 3 fish rooms in the house. The axolotls we try to keep in the other room, but when we have babies, they expand into this room. So we just try to keep these rooms cooler. But when it's just Duke and whoever I'm deciding to see what patterns they grow up into that year, they chill out in the bedroom, which tends to stay pretty cool. But we're very fortunate. We don't need a chiller, but a lot of people do with them. It's hard to maintain staying under 70.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate. Well, Addie's pretty unfortunate. Her room stays really cold, but it's pretty perfect. So even like in the wintertime, her room stays at 66. We even added extra vents to her room to hopefully heat it up, and it didn't work. So we have to run a radiant heater in there. So the axolotl tank over the winter stayed at 64, 65, and 66 was the highest it got.
Oh, wow. So Addie's learning to become full-blooded like her favorite babies.
Yeah. She has like 8 blankets.
Oh, perfect. She's also got her axolotl mittens.
She just got a new axolotl blanket for her birthday this year.
That's cute. Cool. Welcome in Swiffle Aquatics, Holly Gibbs. Thank you for joining us, guys. And I know it's Holly's birthday today, so very merry birthday to you, Holly. We will be playing a birthday song here for you a little later. It's your birthday. Like you and I were talking about this backstage. Birthday. Exactly. I sing that instead of the normal birthday song now. And it's so cute because Lily will waddle in here and she'll just be like, birthday, birthday.
Aww.
She's even got it memorized. I think it's so stinking cute. So that birthday song seems to be an earwig, and I'm happy because it's a good one.
It is a good one. Between that and the axolotl song, those are my two favorite.
Yeah, the axolotl song, that was a fun one. I have a bunch of them, but I really love that the guitar sounds like it's saying axolotl, so that's probably why it's one of my favorites. Oh, and we had a new member join Shoal, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Christine.
Yay.
Thank you so very much for becoming a member. I greatly appreciate that, lovely. Let us play you a video. There's 100 videos over here. This is the one I want. Thank you. Dee makes the best clips, I think.
She does.
Yes, thank you so very much for that, Christine. Greatly appreciate you. Jeff says, Jill has to go to work early tonight, so I'm feeding myself instant mac and cheese in one container at a time.
I'm having coffee for supper.
Are you, Brian makes dinner while I stream on Thursdays. And this evening he is doing breakfast for dinner. So I'm very excited. I'm so excited to have some eggs. It's been a treat lately.
fresh eggs from your chickens?
No. Okay. So he went out, I think it was yesterday, to go and feed them and collect the eggs. And he noticed that the bedding was wet. So he thinks they're So we're going to have to do the distractor eggs, the painted rocks.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can get them to be like, don't do that, you're going to hurt yourself. And
I hope so.
They started eating their eggs, which so no farm fresh eggs for us this evening, but still eggs.
I'm sorry. I thought we were going to have the same problem. We had a couple of them like that. Addie brought them in the other day and goes, they're all wet and yellow. But I think what happened was they moved all their nesting material around, so it was on a hard surface. And when they went to lay one, they crushed it.
Aw, that happens.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. Well, if not, get out those rocks, those rounded rocks, and paint them white. We're going to be doing that going forward. Oh, Cheryl's teasing us. I got an applewood bacon pork loin and cheesy scalloped potatoes in the oven. How is she not 700 pounds? She eats really rich food.
God, you eat good food.
She does. She keeps Ryan well fed. Welcome. And he's a whole bunch of people. Let's see. There is Swiffle. It says hello to Swiffle and Holly Prodigal. Welcome in. Melvin, welcome in. Happy Thursday to you guys. Hope you're doing fantastic today. So I wanted to ask you, Jodi, I know that you are a very big outdoors person, like with your garden, and you're getting into your tub ponds. And I know it's still a little bit early, but I wanted to ask, like, what's some of the plans that you have that you want to do with your tub ponds this year?
So I plan first at least to move 100. It's either 100 or 150 gallon. I don't remember which size it is, but that's going to go out first. The chicks just graduated from the stock tank in the fish room to their temporary holding until they go out into the big coop with the rest of the hens. So the stock tank is freed up, so that's going to go outside. Nancy was kind enough to send me some lilies to put in the pond. And then I know, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see them bloom. And then Kelly is also sending some lilies as well, I believe. And I don't remember if she said a lotus or not. So the original plan was to get a big 10-foot, but then I got to thinking and said, well, I can't do 2 types of rice fish that way. So probably going to end up with maybe some extra 150 gallons or 300 gallons stock tanks. So that way I have room for the lilies to grow, and also extra tubs so I can put the rice fish outside this summer. And I also have some melanistic gambusia from Big Steve that I plan to put outside this summer. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe even some guppies.
That's very exciting. So, like, what is
Yeah.
going to be your total pond count? You're thinking this
Well, if I can get away with it, the more the merrier.
Of
But
course.
I have a naysayer a couple rooms over, so we shall see.
What is he limiting you to currently? Hopefully,
One, but that's changing.
I don't know where the other ones came from. They were just there when I got home one day. Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hobby Town Chili and Koi, Salient Aquatics. Thank you for joining us. Hope you guys are doing well this evening. But yes, are you going to do any other types of plants, or are you just doing the lilies to try it out?
Definitely starting with the lilies, but I might take some stuff out of the tanks and see how they do. I'm not sure exactly what I'll take yet. I don't know. This is all new territory for me, so it'll be trial and error and probably advice from others on what to and not to do. And
Yeah. For me, every year is a different experience. I typically do one, sometimes two, but the one lately, the gasket or something's got to be tightened because it's leaking a little bit. So
okay.
I worry about using that. But normally it's a 150 that I use. And every year it's a different experiment. When I was still in PA, my Blackmore goldfish lived in it. They were so beautiful. I miss those guys. They had the longest veil tails I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, they were so gorgeous. So I had those in there one year, and they made so many little bubble babies. It was so stinking cool. I used to love to sit out there next to it on the bench, put my hand in there. And Beast was the dad. He was like, I don't know, that big. Like his body was that, and then he had the tail.
Wow.
He was huge. But if I didn't go out there and pet him every day, he would lay at the bottom on the substrate and just pout. But I'd just stick my hand in the tank and he'd come up and I'd hold him. Like, a lot of my fish are this way.
Oh, that's so sweet, though.
It was
sad if you don't pet him, but really sweet.
Well, he knew how to mope real well. I want attention. So I've done that. I've done just throwing like floater plants out there with a pump. I've done the Smart Pond pump, which is about 550 gallons an hour. And has a little waterfall. I did that with the goldfish because they need a lot of aeration. And doing it that way, I never had to change the water during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So they did really good in there. And then I tried that here once with smaller fish and floater plants, and the pump wasn't the funnest time. Like it kept getting clogged up, even though the Smart Ponds are like in a box, that pump. So there's all kinds of filter mats and stuff like that in there. It still get clogged. So I stopped using that. And then we went to sponge filters. We just run an airline with an air pump in there. We did that. That worked okay. I've done axolotls outside in the tub pond. The baby must have parties. I don't recommend everyone doing that. We live in a cold enough climate where we're able to do that. They were under the shades of the trees. Hi, Addie. So they did very well. They went out there, teeny tiny babies, and at the end of the summer, they came back big. Oh, look how cute! Is that a magic?
I guess that's the new coloring product.
That's really cool. You know which one you're going to color, Kim?
Yep.
Back in time in there.
Yeah, the tablet's a little behind us, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Go on.
I love it. Goodness. But yeah, so I've done an experiment before where I put small juvenile axolotls out there. They're about 4 inches when I put them out. 2.5 months later, they came in big, beefy, swollen. I didn't feed them one single time. They were ginormous. They looked like they were on steroids. They did really good. That was a really good experiment with those guys. We've done the longfin leopard danios. I've done the yukihi orange rice fish. And I think that's all my tubbing season so far. So for this season, I have absolutely no idea what I want to do with my tub this year. I also, Nancy must be rich in lilies because she sent me 2
I'm
lilies.
going to mute you for a second while my dogs are barking.
She sent me 2 lilies as well, so I'm going to start those off in the tub pond before we move them into the big pond because I don't feel like going swimming yet. It's still very cold. So I'll definitely do the lilies. I don't think I'm going to have any kind of aeration. I'm going to let it sit still like I did last year with the danios. But I'm not sure anything else I want to put in there. I know substrate. Are we going to do yard sand? Or are we going to do pea-ish gravel? I don't know yet, but I want to bring some baby back in this year. I'm sorry?
How deep are your ponds?
I want to say it's like 3 feet, that the tub pond, but the actual native pond is 7. We had some sand slide this year, so it's probably a little more shallow, but he plans on digging it back out. So he still has to put up the, whatever that thing is called to hold all the sand in place. Barrier wall. There we go.
Oh, gotcha.
He's still got to build that up, but until then, he's going to have slides. Hi, Dee Dee. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. We also have Scuba Stevo come in. Cora Works. Happy Thursday, guys. Thank you for joining us. And let's see. I'm sure I'm missing all kinds of things in chat because I'm just enjoying chatting with you. We've been so busy. I know. I haven't had time to message. It's been crazy.
It's been I know it's been busy for you, especially with the website and shipping and all that.
Yeah. Oh, I should speak.
It's always busy here.
It reminds me, I should tell you guys, the first shipping report of 2025 is official. It has been another great success. First great successful start. Great. It was good. It was a good turn for the first week of the season. We had 100% success rate. So far for the year, we are at 100%, and we're hoping to hold on to that. We'll see what's going on with this week's packages because although they're supposed to be delivered today, they all say they're still in Milwaukee, which means they left Milwaukee. They're on the truck. They just haven't been scanned into their local hub yet. So
yeah,
I know how it goes by now. So
I shipped out a few on Monday this week also and have had good reports thus far. Even got to see on Gina's Reef yesterday, her box arrived while she was streaming, so all her shrimps made it. Mike got his. June got some snails, mystery snails. Jake let me know today that all the fish came in and they all made it, so that was a good day.
That is awesome. Awesome. Always want to hear those reports.
Yes.
But also, who was saying it recently? I think it was Jeff. We were talking about don't be afraid to show your failures, because even if you're the most proficient person in the hobby, we all still mess up, and the people still learning need to see that it happens to everybody. So
yeah,
I totally agree with that.
Absolutely.
100% for us. We try to be very open with you guys. And Jodi, I see you're doing the same. So getting
and actually I did not have complete 100% success. I had some Jonathan Colvin got some guppies from me off your auction, and I believe he lost one of the green guppy males. It arrived alive, but died shortly thereafter, so I don't know what happened. But I have some more growing out that I'll be sending to him when I can see that they are true to the guppy strain. And then Scotty had some unfortunate losses too with his, so I have to send out some more fish when I have some green and some blue Moscows available, and it happens. It was a bummer, but
It is a
it
bummer, but
happens.
it seems like with guppies, they can either be hardy or fragile, or they can just die for no reason in the mail, it seems. It's like
Yeah,
they're
and
usual bagged, but sometimes like you'll lose one in the mail or sometimes shortly after. So I think sometimes,
yeah,
especially for males, especially if they're the really fancy males and they're one of the smaller side, those were the ones we were tending to lose when we were still shipping guppies. So I felt like they got too stressed out. And that
okay.
would be the case because we never heard of any of the females passing. It was always one of us, a smaller, fancier male. So that might be a
Yeah,
thing. And now we
that
just
could
don't
be.
Cheryl says her green Moscow fry from Jodi are dropping fry. None, you're not kidding. You are not kidding. Jodi gave me 25 guppies, and I now have 130 guppies. And
Well,
when did
Duke
we
will
last
have
see
lots of
each
color.
other? He is going to love his colorful tank so much. I'm going to let some of the babies grow up just a little bit more, and I'm going to put him in there. And I'm going to see how just those handful of babies do, because Duke got a tank mate this week because he is the most
Yay!
gentle giant. So I thought he would be the best place for Pacome to grow up, our quadruplet axolotl. So him and Duke have been in there together. Pacome just became comfortable enough to come out of the Vallisneria forest. And he's been cuddling with Duke yesterday and today, and it's so cute to see them next to each other. Pacome looks like this, and Duke's like that, and it's so cute.
So does that mean you're keeping the quad, baby?
He's in there with Duke for now.
Gotcha.
I really don't know if Pacome is a male or a female. If he is a female, he cannot stay in there with Duke because I don't want them to breed, because I don't want any more bottlenecking of the genetics.
Right.
If he is a male, he can definitely hang out with him until I find him a perfect home, or I can't keep them all, but gosh darn it, he's so very special. And I give
I
my
wish.
special babies to you because I know I'll see them whenever I want, and they're well
Yes.
taken care of.
I wish I could have a bigger tank in Addie's room.
Yeah.
To be honest, I love my babies, and I love to share them with you. And I would have loved to have had the quad to go with everybody, but I think 5 is max for what can be done in there. So that would be pretty irresponsible of me to try and put a 6th.
I noticed in here when I have them in groups, they tend to warm up in no more than 7. So 7 seems to be the comfortable packness of them. I don't know how it is in the wild, but I know here that's how they like to sleep. They'll go do whatever they want around the tank, and then they all cuddle up in 7. If there's 8 in there, one's sleeping on the other side by himself.
Aww.
You know, so I keep them in 7. 6s they'll cuddle, 5s they cuddle, but after 7 they start separating around the tank. So
what size tank do you keep 7 in?
At least 100, like preferably 140, because that's a 20 per gallon, 20 per lottle rule. But if you have enough, the floor print's the most important. So you want a very deep tank, but if you can, it'd probably be awesome to like custom make a tank where you have a really wide floor space, because they're not hanging out in the water column most of the time. But if you can like make like a low boy type deal, can you imagine like a 300-gallon low boy just axolotls galore? And you know, some of them alligator around doing the float-a-lotl. That would be so cute.
Oh yes. So all 3 of the babies utilize the entire tank right now. So they're in a 60 breeder, so it's shorter and wider, or deeper, I guess. But all 3 babies are constantly swimming.
That's exciting.
They are so fun to watch.
That means they're healthy because they're in their zoomies stage. So they're either swimming around, their tail's growing in, so they're learning that they're getting faster and faster by the day. So Addie,
Oh yeah.
never forget that lid.
No, the lids are on.
Yeah.
And what was it? Oh, we had put the tanks to my right, so I keep staring at it in Addie's room. But we put 6 guppy fry in there the other day, and Strawberry and Blossom, the original 2 axolotls, have like not eaten anything unless it was an accident. If I threw a carnivore pellet in for them and the guppy went for it, that was the only time they managed to swallow a guppy. The babies eat them. All 3 babies nom on those guppy fry.
Oh no, now I'm worried about putting some guppy fry in with Pacome, because but he seems to be just as gentle as his dad. And I say yes, if he is a she, because Pacome's still little, so I can't truly sex Pacome, but it's a male name, so he's a he until he's not.
Yeah.
Geek Boy says you can have Hi Geek says you can have a bigger tank in her room. How big of a bed does she need anyway? One word, hammock.
Yeah. I would definitely put a bigger tank in there if the floor could support it, but there is a basement, so we have to be careful of what we do. That's probably the max that can go in there.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you could probably get away with 100-gallon, but 140 is best. And as long as you have a lot of highs and space, you know how it works, they'll be good. Because they like to cuddle together anyways. It is a myth they like to be alone. They show signs of depression. They like friends. They like to be played with. They like cuddles with their fellow tank mates. So they really need the space, and they really need the friends, and they just have such a better life that way. So you're doing a great job with your little Warren you have going on, you and Addie there.
Yes.
Yes, welcome in. Geek Boy, Wendy, David's Aquatics, Flying Mouse, Benjamin Peters, Flatbed. Thank you for joining us, and happy Thursday. Addie, there you are again. And it is time for a member video. And now at the making of this member video, where is it? Did I move it up? Yes, I moved it up because I can't find it now. We are at 133 members at the making of this video, but we've had one join Shoal since. Sweet Acres. So thank you so very much for joining Shoal. So we are currently at 134 members to the channel. Thank you guys so very much for all your love and support. And in honor of Jodi P being our guest this evening, it's her favorite song on the member video. Enjoy, guys.
Yay.
Wrong one. Sorry. I'm having technical difficulties.
Gold runs through jungle shadows, gods in sky casting down their arrows. Axolotl swims in the moonlit waters, escape the fate avoiding sun's fiery quarters. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your temple. Under stars that whisper old tales, in the streams where life prevails, Zulalo turns to sacred salamander, hiding from the gods' cruel gander. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your temple. Axolotl, axolotl, changing shape, avoiding throttle. Axolotl, axolotl, in the waves you find your temple. Mystic flow of ancient rivers, in your wake the fear delivers. Survive
Correction, 134 members to the channel. Thank you all so very much for your love and support. Greatly appreciate it. And okay. Oh, you're still muted. Sorry.
Oh, fix it.
Usually I leave myself muted and I don't even realize it. Welcome in Jonathan Colvin, Vibes Aquatics, 3G, Sideshow Cody V, Johnny Best. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy Thursday. So Jodi, let's get on to some fishy talk inside. Have you had, because we haven't had much time to speak at all. Have you had any new fishies brought in? Any new fry? I know you talked about
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I got some Equus Corys that I won on a raffle. They came in on Tuesday and they are chonky. So I was expecting small little juveniles, and these suckers are sizable.
Oh,
so I'm pretty excited.
Well, that's exciting. Maybe it won't be long till they're throwing some eggs for you. Already paying some rent, right?
That'd be nice. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty stoked. So I know they're harder to breed, so we'll see what happens. But it's not going to stop me from trying. I will be picking up some loaches tomorrow, driving over to Fort Dodge to meet Pat from Pat's Aqua Ranch.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, so he already had to come to Iowa Falls to drop some fish off with a friend. So I will be picking up some, I'll probably butcher this, but lepidogasters, however you want to say that, and some praestons. Yeah, some praestons, some SKO2s, and Bloody Mary Hillstreams.
Nice.
So those are all gastromyzons.
Yeah, you met Pat at the right time because he's just getting out of axolotls and into Hillstreams, and he's got like literally all of them. So
yeah, he has a ton. So we've been texting back and forth, and he's been sending me videos of some of his gastromyzons doing some spawning action. He hasn't had any fry, but that's pretty cool. And then he's also got a bunch of the Soelias, and there's way more Soelias than I originally thought there were. So
yeah.
There's, I can't even begin to describe how many Hillstream species there are. It's just crazy.
And they're all so stinking cute. I love every single one of them. How do you feel about the Borneo loaches?
I think those are really cool. So those are kind of like the gastromyzons, like the lepidogasters are considered a Borneo loach. But they're still a gastromyzon. So they're really neat. I know when they are like spawning behavior, they change colors, and some of them can be almost a neon green. So that is, they're just fascinating to me.
They really are cool. I have had 2 Borneo species. Can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I had the spotted ones and the striped ones. And the one of them, I think it was the spotted one, had the blue tip tail, and when they would start spawning, they would turn an intense blue. It was really, really pretty. But I have not been able to find any more of them. And the colonies, eventually tethered out, and I just had one of each. And now we went through the tank the other day, and I just have the one now. So he's just one more little guy. So I'll have to get more of those eventually. But they're so very cool. I think those are cool. The Hillstreams are cool. You have a really.
They're all so neat.
Yeah. What is your current favorite one right now?
Oh, my current favorite, probably the Soelia marmoratas or the Bufordias. The marmoratas, they're just so wide and flat. One that I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting soon is Soelia analis or analis. Or the speciosas. They're just so cool. So cool. My one of my other favorites that I have is the gold ringed. They get so much bigger than like the reticulated or the lineolatas, where the lineolata is probably only 2, maybe 2.5 inches. The gold rings are already at 4 inches on my most mature. Yeah, they're much bigger. So it's a lot of fun.
I don't think
And
I've
they're
ever seen
fry.
that
Oops,
large.
sorry
That
again.
was no, it's okay. I'm interrupting you, but I don't think I've
Oh, it's
ever
okay.
seen them like that mature. That must be crazy to see in person.
They are, and they're so fun. And you
Yeah.
know, when you feed, they all come out and they don't care that you're there unless you move really fast. But
Mhm. I see Kitty once on your lap at the moment.
yeah, other kitty. This is Ralph.
Oh, look at that beautiful face. Hello, Ralph.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
He's such a pretty kitty.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're working on, okay, so you're getting some more fishies from Pat. That's really cool. We have a bunch of fish here from Pat, and his fish have always been super healthy. He's really good prices. He's an excellent breeder. Him and his wife are super nice.
Mhm.
Actually, well, he's nice to talk to on the phone. I've never met him in person. His wife always does the fish drops, which feels like a drug deal.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty quick meet and greet too. Meeting in Fort Dodge, Iowa, in the Menards parking lot, and calling it good.
Yeah. Johnny wants to know, Jodi, what fishes do you have in the background tank?
There are turquoise rainbows, some longfin cherry barbs, some green Cuboteras boras, EDAs. I'm sorry, electric blue acaras. There's also Synodontis lucipinus. There are coolie loaches, Siamese algae eaters, Congo tetras, a couple random mollies. I have some of the longfin albino Aeneas cories, also some orange Venezuelans, blue Kochu tetras, and Apistogramma agassizii blue flame.
You just
And I'm
named
sure
half,
I'm forgetting some.
you just named half the freshwater species, and it looks like there's hardly any fish in that tank.
I know.
It's so pretty, though. I love that center piece of wood, how you have it scaped in there with the plants. Very pretty.
Thank you.
Welcome in Fish Dreams. Daniel Velez, Running Water. Thank you for joining us. Happy Thursday to you. It is time for our birthday song, so I'm going to interrupt hanging out with Jodi here for a moment to wish our shoalmates, fantastic freaks, Scuba Stevo, and today, Holly Gibbs, a very merry birthday. We hope you have a fantastic trip around this. Very merry birthday and another fantastic trip around the sun. Without further ado, here's your birthday song. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, shoalmates. Many, many more. Because Peppa gave me a complex about not saying that. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I saw something that Flatbed. Oh, here. He said, most of the time I'm financially not able to pay attention. I hear that. And Johnny Best said, now that's what you call a community tank.
It very much is. There's coolie loaches in there too.
They all look so very peaceful together. So very good mixture you have going on there.
So far, nobody's really hurt each other or anything like that. So that's good.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's same species that are going after each other. So like the cherry barbs seem to be kind of nippy one day, but they've since stopped doing that. So.
That's weird. They're like chasing each other or the other fishies.
Yeah, they chase each other. Most of the time, nobody's really going after each other. I did have a while back, right after I was on Wet Your Plants with Stephen and Kelly, I had a couple rainbows kind of start acting weird. And I'm not real sure why. They had a water change like a day later than I normally do it. but that was, day 8 instead of day 7. So I can't imagine that would have been the cause. But yeah, I ended up losing one rainbow, but it was down in a quarantine tank down in the fish room, and I never could catch the other one. It was still able to swim away really fast, and with the wood in there, it's darn near impossible to catch that sucker. I don't know what happened, but he wasn't swimming right. He was swimming on his side, and then he started swimming normally, kind of, but he got picked on for a while, so he lost most of his tail. And he kind of has like a crooked peduncle now, but he's still going strong. He's still swimming around, still beats everybody else to the food, and I still can't catch him. But his tail has grown back a lot now, so.
It seems like the special ones are always the most difficult to catch.
He definitely has a will to be free.
Yeah. And Marty says, absolutely beautiful tank, Jodi. I
Thank you.
Talking about patchouli. Is Rico in here? Welcome in, Hagen Hills Designs, J. Albers Guppies. Happy Thursday to you, lovelies. Hope you're doing well this evening. So yes, just so we went through you always have guppy fry. I'm not completing my thoughts. I'm just going to the next sentence. I'm sorry. So, any other fries coming up? I know you had the little Paleatas baby. You have any other Corys?
Yes. Not at this time, but I did get some Cotomaculatus Corys. I think I said that right. They look very similar to the Similis.
Oh yeah.
They almost look just like yours. Very close, but I also won those on a raffle on the Band app. So if y'all want to get on some raffles, Band app is where it's at.
Yeah,
I also got. What's that?
I said that you've been winning a lot lately. We're gonna have to rub your head.
Yeah. I got some Davidsoni Corys. I'm really bad at pronouncing the names, so I'm
the
learning.
name of a Cory, so it could
Okay,
be
cool. I'm pretty sure that's what they were. Those ones are a little bit more decent size. They're still technically juveniles, but they're about an inch and a quarter maybe. So it'll be a little while yet before those go. The other ones that'll be a bit. They're all still pretty small. What else? I picked up more hill streams at the Quad City Swap. I got pink polka dots and ornithocatas. Sadly, I lost 3 of the 4 ornithocatas, so they're going through some treatment along with the pink dots. And in with the pink dots was a random prey stons. So hopefully they all come out of that. They're all in a tank together. And I lost one pink dot today, so I was kind of bummed about that because those ones are really neat.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, sometimes it can be a struggle. RJ says, Jodi wins. Don't bother trying to get something new. And Zenny says, more hill streams? I'm shocked.
I know. I have a few now.
And Branton came into chat just to go take a shower. Welcome in, Branton. Enjoy it.
Well, hey and bye.
Kayla says, good evening, lovely Foxy and amazing Jodi P. Hello, wonderful people. Still working. So just popping in to send some love and some likes. So thank you so very much. Hope you finish up soon. You can get out of there, go home, kick off your shoes, and then just enjoy your evening. Prodigal's off to bed. Sweet dreams, Prodigal. Thank you for joining us.
Night, Dawn.
Have a good night.
You have to let me know how you like the brownies.
So we still have, oh my goodness. like at least 200, 250 longfin leopard danios growing up right now. They're all
Yeah.
getting so fat and cute. It's adorable. And they're in that stage where they get that very iridescent lateral blue line.
Oh,
So it's so cute to see that. We did try spawning the cardinal tetras. And we didn't have any success with that, -1. We got one little baby, so there's hope. And he's like that big right now. He's got his little red and blue on him, little big, his little belly getting bigger all the time.
aw.
So we're hoping to try with those guys again. Our stir-bys have been dancing, but our tennas, but they haven't given us any more. Our
Aw.
green lasers spawned, and they gave us some more eggs, so we have a few fry growing up from them. I think like maybe 20, 25 additional to what they've already spawned this year. I don't know. There's babies everywhere. They're everywhere. We have rainbows out the wazoo. The goldie-eyed Dakai's finally had a healthy spawn, so we have a ton of, not a ton, but we have a healthy batch of those guys growing up. We have Aves Creeks, we have Rosarios, we have Blythes. So lots of rainbows.
Yeah.
Toys are a little bit static at the moment, but the pygmies have been dropping, and the green lasers dropped again. The tennis stir-bys have been dancing, so I'm hoping they'll drop. I'm just waiting for the darn duplicarius to spawn already. How many years do I have to wait?
How many years have you waited?
Going on 3.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Same with
Maybe
parallel.
with the storms this, upcoming weekend and week, you'll have some luck.
Well, Brian is thinking that maybe we have all female duplicarius because they're all pretty
Oh.
chunky. So that's very possible.
That's lovely.
And he's looked, he hasn't found any duplicarius since Tom Endler stopped breeding them. So
Oh.
I don't know if we can find any more that we will for sure know they're duplicarius and not Adelphoi.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about those. We'll have to watch them a little bit because we thought the green lasers were all boys, and then all of a sudden, they started throwing eggs because it took 2 years. And the parallelis, the true parallelis, are the most expensive, most beautiful fish that you'll never see and will never spawn for you because you had to bring them down to the point of death to get them to spawn. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. it's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. So I'm kind of scared with the Equus. I know they are said to require a dry season, and you let the tank evaporate and get warm, and we'll see.
Well, I
We'll see what
know at
happens.
least with the Equus, there have been a few success stories amongst the fish fam. So if you need any tips, I can definitely let you know some of the people that have successfully spawned them. Maybe you can reach out to them and they can give you some pointers.
Yeah.
But I don't
Take
know
all the
anyone,
help I can get.
I don't know anyone that's bred the true parallelis besides the breeder we bought them from, and he no longer spawns them because he said it was too difficult.
Oh.
And the
Yeah.
duplicarius, like I said, we are not sure if what we're getting, if it's going to be duplicarius or
Great.
Adelphoi.
Adelphi. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. RJ says we live on barometric pressure instead of if it's going to rain or not. Exactly. Cheryl says that's why I haven't started the Pantanolensis dry season yet. She's on it. Cheryl, how are your albino pygmies doing for you? Because mine are getting fat and sassy. Even though you said we're not in a race, we are in a race. I want to see. It's a friendly one. I want to see whose babies spawn first because they're the same pack from the same place. So that'll just be cool to see you. I have a feeling it's going to be hers. Hands down. Steven says, who in Fisham has spawned Equus? Gosh, John, what's her name? Brienne Farrell was talking about her Equus babies on a stream, 2 years ago?
Wow.
So I don't know if she acquired them or if she spawned them, but I assume she spawned them because she was talking about them being itty bitty fry. Johnny says, did I hear pygmy rainbow fish? No, we're talking about albino pygmy corridoras. Pygmy rainbow. Wendy, rainbows out the wall zoo. That only happens to me when I'm doing outdoor naked yoga. I like wall zoo better. It's funny. Oh, goodness. Cheryl says, I accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. That stinks because they really dig down and hide. But she has 10 and they're all fat and sassy. That's exciting. So we're even playing field now. We both have 10. Let's make this happen. And RJ says, keep typing. I overfeed while you're asleep. Yes, Geek. The Pharaoh. The Pharaoh family.
Excuse me one sec.
No worries. Welcome in, Lance. Thank you for joining us. TJ, happy Thursday to you. We are just a few minutes away here from heading on over to Vibes for this evening. And since the majority of the talk for the beginning of the stream was about our outdoor tub plans for this evening, I was thinking about doing hashtag summer tubbing on over to Vibes. Jeff says, Stephen David hasn't given up and mailed his to me yet. So yeah, we're going to use the hashtag summer tubbing. Summer tubbing, tell me I'm blessed. Over to Vibes this evening. Summon. Correction, summer. See, I need to eat dinner. There's eggs out there waiting for me. Branton says, how closely related are panda loaches to hill streams? They look very similar.
Not at all.
You want to break out your genus charts right now real quick? Get out your pointer stick and right here on genus 8.3 BC. Because you have so many, and I know you're deep delved into all of them already, so you're going to have to sit me down
Gosh.
a little bit on all these cool ass loaches.
There's so many. I'll have to send you, I got a spreadsheet of a good majority of the Chinese locations from Sam Fernald, and you won't believe the colors that they can come in. It's just amazing.
I need, if there's one out there that's both purple and green, I need it tomorrow. And I'm sure there is somewhere. I'm sure there is.
Well, there's definitely purple fins, you know, when they're mature. I mean, I have some pseudogastromyzon laticeps, the type 3. Those are called, you know, dubbed purple fin hill streams. They're more plum right now because they're still juvenile. But as they mature and they get into spawning or even sparring, they turn like this vibrant purple, and there's some yellow in the fins as well. They're just gorgeous.
They sound so pretty.
They are.
I'm so glad that, like, you are a great home. You take excellent care of all of your animals. And I can't wait till you fully amass your Hellstream empire and take over the world with all your little
I sure hope so. There's not much for breeding reports on gastromyzons. It's pretty much only accidental spawns. So pretty much everything is wild caught. So it would be really great to actually get them breeding. So
that would be.
Wish me luck.
That would be. That way we don't have to harvest any more from the wild, which preserves their habitat. And you can harden them off for aquarium use. If you can breed them, they'll be stronger. So yeah, I totally agree. Great success to you. I hope you get it.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
And RJ says we have some purple baby eggs, but waiting. Oh my goodness, that'll be exciting. Your purple hill stream eggs. And welcome in Vinoxky and Xanadu. You guys are just in time for the beginning of the ending of the episode. Johnny says the scientific names be killing me sometimes.
I'm sorry. I don't actually know most of their common names.
Yeah. Because a lot of the common names, they have so many common names, it's easy to mix up the fish that way. So I go in with scientific names, and then I get confused when they spit back common names at me, and I'm like, I'm not sure if we're talking about the same fish.
Yeah, it's there's so many names. It's so hard to keep track. And I am very much learning still how to identify. It's just, the spreadsheet helps a lot. It's like a little cheat sheet, but it's not a given either. But here to Branton, challenge accepted. We'll see who's agreed first. Also, Branton, I didn't mention this to Tristan, but I just found out recently that those were actually reclassified to labogastromyzons instead of pseudogastromyzons. Not a super big deal, but those have been reclassified. So if you want the correct term, there you go.
And I was going to say, in this hobby, you have to be ever evolving. Even if you're not aware of it, you're passively evolving.
Yes.
Because you're always learning new things every day, even just by watching your tank and noticing a new habit that your fish might have that you haven't noticed before. Like in the hobby, we're always evolving. And I think that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Never done learning.
Yeah, I think that's what I appreciate about this hobby is it's never dull. There's always something.
Yes. Kayla says, Jodi, don't apologize for having education. Oh my goodness. Not. We are over our time here by a few minutes, so Vibe should be going here shortly. I'm sure he's waiting patiently because he's such a gentleman for us to finish here.
He is.
We are auto set up to direct you guys right over to Vibes this evening. We'll be using #SummerTubbin. I didn't spell it right. The geeks didn't spell it right, and then I spelled it right. So we'll use the third rendition. Also, I want to remind you guys, if you're awake tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, join me for Foxy AM. I promise you I will show up this time. I had something I had to take care of last time. It's all dealt with. I will be there in the morning. And also, our website is open. Go check it out now. If you have a gift card to the old website, please send us an email so I can issue a new code for the new website. The old codes will not work on the new website. Right. So I want to clear up as many of those as possible. And they get transferred, so who knows who has them now. So if you have one, email me. We will resolve it. And otherwise, I want to say thank you so very much for joining me this evening, Jodi. I greatly, greatly appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
And Dee, can't wait to have you back. We miss you always. The heart of
Yes, those are shoes that I don't think anybody will ever fill.
Those are cups we can't fill.
That too.
Let's not kid ourselves.
And cups.
Love you, Dee. Thank you so very much for being up here with me this evening, Jodi. And give Addie a big squishy hug from me. And guys, thank you so very much for being here with us this evening. I want to give a special thank you to Sweet Acres Koi Farm for joining membership. And whether you are a lurker, participant, or replay crew, we love each and every single one of you, and we can't wait to be back here with you same time, same station next Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Otherwise, we'll see you in the morning for Fox AM, and we have our member live stream this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tune in for Peplin and I down on Peplin Creek, see what's been going on in the fish house. Otherwise, see you on over at Vibes with #SummerTubbin. I feel like oh yes, loved ones, call them, hug them.
Do the things.
Plant seeds of kindness. Be a good person. Do a random act of kindness for no reason at all, and don't tell a single soul. Just be the good you want to see in this world. Go forth, love, be kind, and we'll see you on over with Vibes with #SummerTubbin.
Here is her mom now. Here is her baby now.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cats? Bailey calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.